With Kevin Durant gone, Russell Westbrook was left all by himself on the Thunder, and he got a triple-double for the season. For the 2017 season, he was getting triple-doubles left and right, breaking all kinds of triple-double records, but he was by himself. Nobody on the team could really help him. He had to carry the team by himself without KD. And to make things worse, he faced off against his former teammate James Harden. He could not beat the Rockets. They were too much for him. He lost in the first round of the playoffs against the Rockets. So it's clear now that Russell Westbrook cannot get to the finals or even get past the playoffs and get to the semifinals without KD. Russell Westbrook does not have enough help on the Thunder. Russell Westbrook is by himself. KD left Russell Westbrook alone on an island with teammates who do not know how to swim. If he did leave the Thunder, because obviously if he wants to win a ring, he can't do it while on the Thunder. If Russell Westbrook could be on any team in the NBA, what team would you want Russell Westbrook to be on? Like, just imagine if Westbrook joined the Warriors. Just imagine if Westbrook joined the Cavs. I mean, of course, that's only a dream that would never come true, but it's just fun to think about. The NBA would be in shock if, of course, the teams have the cap space and the money to sign Russell Westbrook. But if you think about it, if Russell Westbrook goes to the Warriors or the Cavs, then for the next 5 years, all we're gonna see is Warriors versus Cavs in the playoffs every single time. So let's take a look at some of the teams that Westbrook could be on that would be a good fit. Tell me what you think in the comment section. But right now we're not looking at the Warriors or the Cavs. That's too overpowered and I don't think that would ever happen. Back then the rumor was KD and Russell Westbrook were gonna leave together to go to the Lakers, but that never happened. But that would have been fun to see, but I don't think they could beat the Warriors or the Cavs. Imagine Russell Westbrook on the San Antonio Spurs. Westbrook and Kawhi Leonard would really scare the NBA. They would be a team that would not be easy to beat. But of course Russell Westbrook has to pass the ball, and Greg Popovich is not having that triple-double nonsense. Greg Popovich will say, Westbrook, pass the ball. And the Spurs are serious, so Russell Westbrook is a serious guy, so they will go hand in hand. Russell Westbrook on the Chicago Bulls, I don't think that would be a good fit. Tell me what you think in the comment section, because with him, Dwayne Wade, I think is going to retire soon. Because when I say teams that Russell Westbrook should be on, I'm thinking of, and whichever team Russell Westbrook goes to, when they get to the finals and they have to face the Cavs, depending on whichever conference they are, so whichever conference that Westbrook is in, can he beat the Warriors or the Cavs in the finals if that time ever came? Russell Westbrook on the Toronto Raptors, would you guys think that would work? Because then they would have to take out Kyle Lowry. I think Kyle Lowry would be the backup point guard. Would that even work? I don't think Kyle Lowry would even want to do that. Well, maybe they could just trade Kyle Lowry to the Thunder, but that would be crazy if Kyle Lowry went to the Thunder. It would be a big change in the NBA. Russell Westbrook can always go to the Boston Celtics, but Isaiah Thomas has that locked down, so I don't think it would be possible. And of course, he can always go to the Los Angeles Clippers, but Chris Paul is not gonna let that happen. They're not gonna give up Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook. He can go to the Miami. I don't really see it. Nah. Imagine if Russell Westbrook went to the New Orleans Pelicans with Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. That would be something that would scare the NBA, because that's a good team right there. Unstoppable guys, and they're all strong. You know, they can always beat you up in the paint. But the three, that's gonna be a problem. Those are my top teams that I would want Russell Westbrook to be on. That would make sense. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section. What team would you want Russell Westbrook to go to if he ever left the Thunder? Now, I'm not saying that he's gonna leave the Thunder, but if he decided to leave the Thunder. If Russell Westbrook left the Thunder, the NBA would be scared. Think about it. Russell Westbrook just lost to James Harden and the Houston Rockets. What if Russell Westbrook went to the Houston Rockets? I'm saying, what if he could rejoin with his former teammate James Harden? You know, Russell Westbrook would play the point guard. James Harden would play either small forward or shooting guard. I think shooting guard. But that is a possibility. And with the way Russell Westbrook and James Harden have been playing, I mean, with them two combined, I feel like they're going to be a true finals contender. But they still have to go up against the Warriors in the semifinals. If the Warriors make it there, if both teams make it there, and I don't think they can really beat the Warriors, even if it's KD, even if it's Russell Westbrook with James Harden. I feel like if they added Paul George, but that's just my thinking. But anyway, let's get back to the main topic of the day. With Kevin Durant gone and they didn't get to the finals, which nobody thought they would get to the finals, the 2017 finals, maybe Westbrook might leave the Thunder. Maybe not this season, maybe not after this season, but maybe later in the future. It might happen because the Thunder were eliminated from contention for the 2017 NBA Finals title. They couldn't get past the Rockets in the first round of the playoffs. To me, Russell Westbrook will never get to the finals without KD unless they get somebody that's like KD on the Thunder, that's as talented as KD on the Thunder, for them to actually be a title contender in the finals, because they can't even get past the playoffs. So will Russell Westbrook be willing to sign a contract extension with the Thunder? or does he want to leave the Thunder? Now, if we remember, if we look back, Russell Westbrook could not get past the semifinals with KD on the team. They went to the finals once and they lost to LeBron, and that was in 2012 when the Thunder went up against LeBron James and the Miami Heat and they lost. So now Russell Westbrook doesn't have KD. So will Russell Westbrook stay on the Thunder? Because maybe Russell Westbrook does not care about getting to the finals. Maybe he just cares about making as much money as he can in the NBA and getting his stats. But at the same time, I feel like Russell Westbrook is so competitive that he does want a ring, but he can't get it while on the Thunder because they just don't have enough talent to get to the finals. The Thunder would eventually have to face Kevin Durant and the Warriors in the semifinals, and the Thunder would not win because the Warriors got KD, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson. So even if Russell Westbrook gets to the semi-playoffs, he still has to face the Warriors that have KD, and I don't think he's gonna win. But if the Thunder can somehow find a player that can help them beat the Warriors, or find the players, because I don't think that one player will do it. I think they need the players, a lot of players that can really, because at the end of the day, if the Thunder can't beat the Warriors in the semifinals, then they definitely won't beat anybody in the finals. So Russell Westbrook chose to commit to a contract extension last summer. He was willing to stick with the Thunder after Kevin Durant had left for Golden State. Now, as you guys remember, Russell Westbrook did an interview where he said that he's gonna stick with the Thunder because he loves the Thunder team, but also he was gonna get paid a lot of money to stay on the Thunder. So maybe that kind of played in his decision to stay. And you guys gotta remember, he said that he's only gonna stay with the Thunder to see how things will play out with the Thunder without Kevin Durant, because he believes in the Thunder and he believes they can win. They're not gonna win because they still have to face KD and the Warriors, and there's no way they're gonna beat the Warriors with only Russell Westbrook. On the Thunder, they don't have anybody that can take over the game. For example, if you look at the Cavs, anytime LeBron can say, give me the ball, I'm gonna take over. And also Kyrie can say, yo, let me take over, I got this. Kevin Love can also say, yo, let me take over, I got this. And if you look at the Warriors, KD can always say, yo, I got this. Stephen Curry can always say, yo, let me take over. Draymond Green can always say, yo, let me take over. Klay Thompson can always heat up from the three at any point. But on the Thunder, there's nobody really that can say, yo, Westbrook, I'm saying, give me the ball, I got you. Only Russell Westbrook can do that because he's Russell Westbrook. Anybody else on the team, they're not capable of doing that. So every NBA team that goes to the finals, they always have players that can say, I'm gonna take over, I'm gonna heat up. The Warriors have KD, he can always take over, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson. The Cavs have LeBron, Kevin Love if he's not injured, and Kyrie Irving. And oftentimes J.R. Smith can always take over at any point. J.R. Smith can heat up at any point. So they have those players that can always take over their game if they want to. But on the Thunder, they don't really have that player that can take over except for Russell Westbrook. And at the same time, Russell Westbrook shot, even though you want to take over his shot, sometimes it's not just because Russell Westbrook is on fire. He can always go to the paint and get a layup or get fouled and shoot free throws. But you can't really count on Russell Westbrook's threes and the decision making when the game is on the line. That's what they always had KD. But also KD and Russell Westbrook did not really get well together because Russell Westbrook wanted the last shot and KD wanted the last shot. So KD went to the Warriors because he knows that the open man will get the last shot. So it's interesting. To me, I feel like Russell Westbrook should leave the Thunder because there's other teams that he can go on, that if Russell Westbrook is on that team and he's willing to pass the ball and he's not going for stats, he can really change the NBA. So once again, if Russell Westbrook could leave the Thunder and go to any team in the NBA, what team would you want Russell Westbrook to go on? It could be the Warriors, the Cavs, any team you want. Because as I said before, to me, Russell Westbrook could have been on the Lakers, but if you would have went with KD, that would have been a good decision. But of course, he stayed on the Thunder and KD went to the Warriors. Russell Westbrook can always go to the Spurs. Him and Kawhi Leonard would be unstoppable. He can also go to the Knicks. Him and Carmelo, but Carmelo right now is not good with the Knicks. But tell me what you guys think about that. I'm not too sure about the Knicks. He can also go to the Chicago Bulls. I think they could really be a serious team if he goes to the Chicago Bulls. And he can always stay on the Thunder, but I don't think they can. But of course, if they do get to the semi-playoffs, they will not beat the Warriors while they have KD. Russell Westbrook can go to the Rockets. Him and James Harden, they already have chemistry. So both of them on the same team would be competition. He can also go to the Toronto Raptors, him and DeMar DeRozan. I'm not too sure about that team. You guys tell me what you think in the comment section. But I think that if he goes to the Toronto Raptors, he would mess up the chemistry in Toronto because right now they love DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. He can also go to the Celtics, but at the same time they would have to find another position for him, or they would have to trade Russell Westbrook with Isaiah Thomas, but Isaiah Thomas does not want to leave the Celtics. He can also go to the Clippers, but at the same time, the Clippers will not let go of Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook. He can also go to the Miami Heat. I'm not too sure about that. Tell me what you guys think. Him and Hassan Whiteside, would that work? Would they be dominant? I don't know. But what I would be extremely excited for would be Russell Westbrook on the Rockets, or with James Harden, they would be unstoppable, and Russell Westbrook on the New Orleans Pelicans. Him, him, DeMarcus Cousins, and Anthony Davis would be unstoppable. But as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and tell me what team would you want Russell Westbrook to be on if he left the Thunder. But thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.